Everyone just always asks me if like I know anything, and I'm like, dude, this is hella confusing. Like I don't know, because everyone like thinks I don't know anything.
This is Jack Showalter, the hoodie guy, seen with 2 of the 4 University of Idaho students hours before they were killed.
Maybe people need to be smarter about locking their doors.
Okay.
I have trouble explaining some things, but I don't know. It's just I think it's guys just get hot-headed, and I see it all the time. Even not my friends, I see other people like doing like getting.
On November 13th, 2022, 4 University of Idaho students, Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, were found stabbed to death in an off-campus rental home in Moscow, Idaho. The case shocked the nation and became one of the most heavily scrutinized true crime stories in recent memory. In the early morning hours before the murders, around 1:41 a.m., Goncalves and Mogen were captured on food truck surveillance footage. A man in a hoodie was seen standing near them as they placed their orders. That man was later identified online as Jack Showalter, a University of Idaho student.
Okay.
Especially this time of year with, there's probably going to be 42 wrecks today.
Oh, yeah. You can count them up, huh?
Yeah. Getting our chair there. Grab one. How's everything been going? Yeah, you can sit there.
I just been laying low. I was gonna go to Moscow yesterday, but decided not to do that.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to just record this so you guys know so I don't have to take notes.
Okay.
Maybe.
By the way.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry to work.
Yeah.
Were you with us last time or no?
No.
No, that was Detective Miller.
He looks kind of like him.
Yeah, they look similar. They're both kind of goofy. Well, this thing isn't working.
Have you turn this thing off in here?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, hold on.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it. So, since the last time I talked, I know you and your family have taken a lot of crap online. I hope you're not reading it or anything. I mean, when the first time I talked to you, you know, you're kind of a person of interest, I guess we would say.
Yeah, I understand that.
Well, because you were seen at a taco truck or a Grubhub truck and at the bar with them. Detective Hopkins has actually been up at Moscow helping them with the investigation. There's been, 45, 50 detectives up there running around, gathering phone information, gathering videos from private residences, from businesses. The crime scene's basically completed now, so there's stuff at the lab.
Yeah.
Biological stuff, fingerprint stuff, the typical stuff we collect from crime scenes. And there's probably, I wouldn't even guess how many interviews completed. And as I told your mom when we were texting yesterday to set this up, you're further from a person of interest than even you were the day that we first spoke. So, but with that, we do have some new individuals that we're kind of interested in. And I think the first time that I spoke to you, we didn't go over the Saturday. We kind of focused on from when you went to the corner club and then your activities till you got back home. I want to go back a little further in that, and when I'm talking to you, remember we have all this video, and we have I may ask you a bunch about clothing or whatever if you can remember what people were wearing, and then vehicles. Vehicles are another big thing, and how people were getting around at that time. So on Friday night, what'd you do Friday night?
No, I don't think I did anything, because like my habit kind of is, like Thursday night is kind of when people start going out for like it's early weekend, so I usually kind of go out like Thursday night, and then just hang out Friday night, just doing assignments or something like that. So I usually don't like go out back-to-back nights, so I think that was like one of the weekends where I went out Thursday, stayed in Friday, went out Saturday, stayed home Sunday watching football. So that's usually how my weekends kind of go, like on a normal basis. So like I don't think I was really doing anything that I can remember. I'd probably just be at home, like hanging out.
Okay.
But I can't really recall specifically what I was doing necessarily.
So not much on a Friday. Now, did you know that it was some formal for the sorority? I mean, do you know what was going on campus on that night?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's always stuff going on. I'm
Okay.
not always taking part in certain activities. Like, I don't care about certain things. So, I don't know. Like, a lot happens without me really paying attention.
Okay. Did you know that the house where the homicides took place, that they had a party that night?
I mean, not that specific night. I heard about them having, I think, a party Saturday maybe? I don't know. Maybe. I think it was game day. I thought they had people, but I don't know. Like,
Okay, and
because people usually just say King Street, and there's like 6, 7 different houses people like be going to. So like.
okay.
I don't know.
And when you say, when we're talking, if you would help me out, whether you knew that prior to the homicide, or is stuff you've learned
I think it's all
afterwards?
Afterwards. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't really, for the most part, like I went to, I think on game day, an apartment at the Whites, but for the most part, I don't like. Like I don't really hear about that stuff that much, so I don't really care to like go there.
Okay.
So I don't know, like it's all. I would say I've heard it afterwards.
Okay. So Saturday morning, it's game day. Walk me through that day. What you do, who you were with.
Are you asking him again because he's still a suspect? Why are you
No.
asking him so much about him? Sorry.
Because he's going to be with somebody, I think, on that day that I want to know and
Okay.
corroborate the activities.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a classic psychological tell. The detective never mentioned this specific friend in a suspicious context at that moment. The subject's interruption reveals hypervigilance regarding his friend's legal status. Instead of simply answering the timeline question, his mind races to protect his peer, indicating that loyalty, or a shared anxiety about scrutiny, is currently his primary cognitive filter.
For the most part, I don't really remember what we did. I don't think I didn't go to the game. I just remember, it's hard to remember these days. The only thing I remember from that day is like going to that White's apartment, like going back from there and my place, and then going to the bars later. Like I don't really remember specifics, and then there was just like a ton of people there. It's like usually when it's game days, like everyone just like meets, so there's just like a ton of people like coming and going from the apartment, like people I know and people I don't know. There's also a ton of people I just don't know, because over like the 3 years of college, I was pretty much like in a relationship, so I was hanging out with like my girlfriend instead of meeting a lot of these people. So, like that's why a lot of people think I'm kind of sus, is because I don't talk to a lot of these people on campus, because I was doing other stuff like relationship stuff.
Okay. Okay.
So like I don't know, I just like hang out with my friends, and like if I don't know you, I'm not really gonna talk to you. So like there's a ton of people I saw that day that like I don't really know.
Okay. I'm going to bring up a name, in which I know you know him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you with that day?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
my good friend.
I know. So, what time did you meet up with
I have no clue. I don't know. I can see if I maybe have. What date was that?
it would be the 12th.
I don't know. It's just hard to think of like times. It's like it'd have to be. I can't remember if it was like after the game or before the game. But I don't even remember what time the game was at.
Yeah, it was an afternoon game, if I remember right.
I assume we were like, I don't know, late, like early afternoon maybe. Like, I don't know.
Well, can you remember, did you meet up with him at the house?
No, I don't think I ever went to the. They might have came to my house for a second, just because I lived right next to. They might have. Him and maybe might have came to my house, but I can't remember if that actually happened before. It said the 12th.
Yes.
So the messages I have is I said, yo, he said, what's up? This is at 4:16 now. And I said, you still have the whites? And he said, yeah, I'm trying to get food. And I said, where you at? And I said, at my place, I had to take some ibuprofen and stretch my back. My back is ducked. Grab me a couple beers if there's any left. Because they were like, the girls like bought like a party pool of beers for everyone. So
Okay.
And I don't have messages from him until the 14th. About like, that's when we were talking about if like you're leaving, if we're leaving or not.
Okay. So, had you guys been at the party yet, or did, I mean...
So I would, if that was at 4 o'clock, I would assume they were going from anywhere from like 12 to like maybe, probably like 12 o'clock-ish, 11-ish. They probably started having people over at the Whites. But I don't know when we went there. Like probably before 4, maybe 2 or 1. I don't know.
Okay. And some of the stuff I'm going to tell you, we've gotten from... So, I mean, if you can't remember well, I'm going to have to tell you stuff to remind you, okay?
Yeah.
So, then where did you guys, obviously the message string stopped, so
Kaylee, I definitely do remember Kaylee and Maddie and all, that's where that picture was taken.
you'd taken
that
all
picture,
over, yeah.
That's where I remember them all going out and taking that picture and stuff.
Okay. And you weren't friends with that whole crowd, really, except for...
I'm, like, just mutually friends, because, like, there's, like, people I have classes with, like, there's just, like, people I know, and then there's people I just, like, know but don't know. Like, it's just a small place. Like, I don't know them, but, like, we just all hang out. Like, I don't know. We all commingle, kind of. So, I don't know. There's just a bunch of people I don't know, and there are people I do know. Like,
Okay.
I didn't know Kaylee, but like I've seen her around and stuff, so I like recognized her and stuff.
So which one out of the group did you know the best?
Maddie. I have like classes with Maddie, and she's in my grade, so I've just known her since like freshman year.
Okay.
Just always seen her. She just has always hung out at like the house through the years and stuff.
Excuse me for not remembering. What year in school are you guys? Okay. And is she's the same. So you guys are at the Whites party. Do you remember leaving that party?
I mean, yeah, I went back and forth between my house a few times, I think, to like chill, because I was having like a messed up back, so it was like kind of hard for me to like stand up all day, so I was like getting really sore and stuff, so I was going back to my other place a lot to like just sit down for a second. But I don't know, I'd say, I don't even know if I went back after, I don't think I went back after 4 or 5, I think.
So when that text string is going on, you don't return back to the Whites party?
I don't think so, but...
Okay, do you remember going back to the with...
Not really. I don't know. It's just hard because, like, This is like one of the reasons like I wanted to like go out with Kaylee and Maddie when they asked me like go to the other bar when we ended up not doing that. But it's like because we do the same thing so often, like all these days just like seem like
Go together.
Yeah, it's like hard to precisely pick apart days because I feel like we do like very similar stuff. So it's like hard to pick apart when I was actually in for drinking and stuff.
We've been told, and people have said that you and get a ride from, I guess, the dude.
Yeah, probably.
I can't remember his name. And
I don't know if he was DD that day.
We have his name. Do you remember his name? Or something like that.
I don't even know all the freshmen names.
So, and this one's kind of key. Says that he takes you up to get takes the two of you, not just you. So you don't recall going back to the house and end up splitting the beer up?
I mean, sounds like what we do, but like we do that all the time. Like that's a very normal thing.
Normal for you too.
Like I could think of us doing that like that happens all the time. I don't know. It's hard to like specifically. I don't know.
Well,
it's hard to all day, you know.
Right. Look at that text string you were reading me, because I've seen that text string from a different phone. And later in that text string, you're getting ready to come back home and you asked to return the bag.
Yeah, I borrowed. Okay, yeah, that was that night. Yeah, okay. So I think he fell asleep. I think he passed out. Because we were chilling, and I think he passed out, and I didn't have my backpack, so I just took one of his bags, took my like 15 or whatever was left, and I think I went home or something.
Okay. And then...
Yeah, that does sound...
Okay.
Because I had his bag, and I had to return it.
And then, do you see the rest of the night?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so, because I went out to the bars, and he doesn't.
So, then you leave eventually... Do you remember how you got to the corner club?
Probably the DD.
Okay. And then and we're just going to run through this again quick. Oh, I know you're having a tough time. Do you remember what he was wearing that day?
No clue.
How does he normally dress?
I don't know, maybe like some Air Force Ones, jeans, T-shirt.
Does he dress kind of like you do, or... but all you college kids wear damn hoodies and...
Yeah, I think that, like, people wear, like, flannels and stuff, but we dress similar.
Okay. And then, I mean, I'm pretty good on... Well, you never... The next time you contact is when you guys have contact?
I think that was probably in the morning when they called me, because they were like trying to, I didn't even know what was going on that morning with all the stuff, and they called me because I like lived back there, and they were like, do you know what's going on by your place? Like, that's like the first I heard from them. Like, I think it was they called me up, they were together. Like, I think they went and got food that morning or something, and then they called me.
They went and got food?
Barstow and Goncalves.
Yeah, I know. So, okay.
But I don't think I really heard from them that night.
I mean, obviously you're not going to be able to because you can't remember, but you don't recall any strange people or strange individuals, cars around your neighborhood on the 12th? But you guys are all partying?
I mean, like, the thing is, like, it's just nothing seems, like, suspicious up there. Like, first off, I'm not looking for anything, and there's nothing, like, to recall, but no, like, nothing's out of the ordinary. Like, I don't know. Like, just everything seemed normal, you know? Didn't seem like anything was weird. That's what
a typical Saturday night in Moscow?
Yeah, that's why it was, like, crazy when you started hearing all the rumors in the morning, because, like, it doesn't seem like shit was real, and then, like, stuff's actually going down. Because nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Like, I said goodbye to Maddie, like I was going to see her on Tuesday. It seemed like a normal night to have, like, he got picked up, like that's normal. We have PDs or I guess Uber. I didn't know we had Uber, but that's cool.
Yeah, we know every Uber driver, every food driver, every Lyft driver.
Yeah, but I didn't know we even had Uber in Moscow. I think that's a new thing. So I just assumed it was like a DD picking them up because usually the sororities I don't think have DDs, but they usually like will use the guys DDs and stuff. So I just assumed it was just going up. So they're pretty drunk.
What kind of guy is?
He's kind of like me, I guess. He's pretty laid back and quiet. Like I definitely, some people, if you don't know him well, probably think he's kind of maybe an outsider just because he's quiet. He's a very quiet kid, and if he's not like comfortable around you and doesn't open up, like I don't know, he's just like me. We don't people unless like you're our friends, I guess I'm trying to say. But like he's a really like great guy. And for like I know he wouldn't have like done there, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain, but he's a great guy. Like I don't know. Like he's just always had my back for like anything that's ever happened. Like if we have someone like messing with us or something like, or I don't know, like. He's just been my buddy, like a ride or die buddy. Like I'd do anything.
Yeah, you guys are.
I don't know how to explain it.
The intensity here is disproportionate to the detective's simple question about the friend's personality. In investigative psychology, such excessive emotional vouching usually signals deep anxiety. The subject isn't just describing a friend, he is desperately trying to inoculate him from suspicion. This reveals that his primary psychological investment is not in solving the crime, but in ensuring his friend remains beyond reproach, suggesting he fears the connection might be toxic to their safety.
And then ended up at U of I?
Mm-hmm. And like I came up here with him and my buddy who doesn't go here anymore because college didn't work out for him. But like I don't know, we were just like, he was like the type of friend who we'd like talk about like, are we wanting to go to school together and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining things. But I don't know. I just think he's a really great guy. And I think Maddie for sure cared about him a ton because they were kind of close before.
Okay, I mean, obviously I've dug through everybody's lives. And do you know when that started?
I mean, I think it was kind of just because I don't know. It's not something he really talks about too. He doesn't really talk about his. It's not really something he doesn't really brag about the girls he's with and stuff really. So I just, because I'm his friend, I knew they hang out. But like,
did he ever talk about about their trip to college?
I know he went to college, but I mean, I didn't go. But like not like specifically them going together, but I know like a lot of people went to college.
A lot of people in this whole circle we're talking about, the Maddies, the Kaylees, was it a big group like that going down?
Yeah, so like one of our, I think it's just like a spring break thing that they got a bunch of the college kids together, because I think someone in my house was like I'm trying to think of the right word, but like not a rep, but like he was set and he was like connected with this organization to try and help Maddie make it easier for everyone to go.
Like a travel agent package type deal?
Yeah, something like that. So he was like setting everyone up pretty much. Like, let me know if you want to go to college, this is what we're doing. So then just a bunch of girls, a bunch of guys from different fraternities like went and stuff.
Okay.
So like a ton of people went.
Right.
It wasn't like Maddie.
No, there was a lot of college kids from up there went down there.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just like one of our dudes was like, yeah, if you guys want to go to college, this is how much it's going to cost. This is what we're leaving. This is what we're doing. But I wasn't going to go to college. But dude, I want some money. It's like $1,000.
Did
yeah.
How long?
From what I've known, Xana's kind of been on and off with some of. She's younger than us, so she's been kind of on and off with like or something. I know she was always kind of with like the other dudes, and then she's been with this Ethan guy, I guess, and they seemed like they've been happy and doing great. And I didn't know Kaylee that well, and I didn't even know that she had that ex-boyfriend or whatever, but I don't know. But I know he didn't really talk to Xana or Kaylee, but I know he did hang out with Maddie.
And then
I'm sorry if I'm explaining things terribly.
No, that's okay. That's okay. And then the other two, was her name, and then
yeah, I don't know those chicks like at all.
Okay.
I couldn't even like put a. Actually, if you showed me a picture of them, I'd probably be like, okay, I've seen them. But like,
yeah, but you don't.
Like, yeah, I really like Maddie. I know Xana just from like hanging around, but like I know Maddie from class and stuff. But like those other people, like I really don't know at all. Like the roommates and Ethan. I don't think I've ever said a word to Ethan.
Okay. Did you go over to that house much? Do you know?
Not that I really know of. I mean, maybe like hang out, cause he got It's kind of like my fault. It's kind of like misunderstanding of like just drunken beefing with people. And but he's supposed to be coming back in February, but so he's just been laying low for the time being. And like I'm sure he goes to like those parties when I'm at the bars is what I'm trying to say. So like usually I go to the bars. I don't necessarily know what he's doing every night because usually he's just hanging out at home though. He's been laying pretty low.
Okay. I'm going to have to explain.
No, we're hotheads for sure. Like if someone like never, I wouldn't say really like we're not gonna hit girls and shit like that. But like if a guy's beefing with like we're
You're
chill.
going to hold your ground?
Yeah, we're chill. But like if someone's beefing with us, we're gonna like hold our ground. And like I don't know, like it's usually like not that big of a deal. And like I think stuff does get blown out of proportion. It's usually just drunk college kids butting heads, and you like have a little scuffle, like, and
right,
it's whatever.
Okay. Is there like competition between fraternities?
But I mean, there's just play like it's kind of like. Some fraternities you just kind of don't like for different reasons, whether it's like the people, and you kind of like beef with those kids, and then sometimes it's like, I don't know, there's not like competitions, but everyone definitely wants to be like the better house, you know, like it's not like we're competing, but everyone definitely wants to be like the top house, like something like that. So like, I don't know, everyone wants to,
our house is better than your house.
We're all alphas and that, so everyone wants to like be the, I don't know.
Okay.
I have trouble explaining some things. But I don't know, it's just, I think it's guys just get hot-headed. And I see it all the time, even not my friends, I see other people like doing, like getting in arguments about just...
Well, exactly. How many, I've been there a few times in my life, how many times a weekend are there these type of incidences between, not with you, but just in the bar on a given Saturday night?
Nothing. It's usually not. People aren't really usually getting into fights at all. That's pretty like random. But like people get like too drunk and kicked out, or like their bartender. I don't know. But I don't know. Like.
So are those the things that can get kicked out? Bartender?
Yeah, like people will just be like giving the bartender attitude, or like I don't know. And like they obviously most of the time know you're kind of a regular, so it's like if you're gonna act like that, it's like we don't.
There's a door.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you gotta act right, or you're gonna have a temporary ban or something. I don't know. And usually we know all the bartenders, so like that's. Sometimes you can get like some people get too comfortable like talking to them because they're drunk, and then the bartender's just over it. Like, all right, you're done. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely not a lot of fights at the club, but
it's a pretty mellow campus, isn't it? I mean, compared to WSU.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. It's like people definitely butt heads, but at the end of the day, like I don't know. I think it's just we all wake up and it's like, oh, that was stupid. Like just drunken stuff.
Okay. Back to that party at the Whites while I'm thinking about it. I mean, I've seen the pictures. We have a ton of video. I don't go to school there or anything. Do you remember any like alumni or people that aren't enrolled in school there present at that party? I guess like it would probably be outsiders to you if you don't know the alumni.
I don't know. Unless they were alumni.
Was it a pretty much a party at the Whites, or was everything?
It seemed like, because I think there was a bunch of, not a bunch, I don't know. I think there was guys, maybe some big, because there's obviously, Ethan was there, and he's a guy, so I think some of his friends were with him. But, I don't know, like, yeah, there was, like, my friends, and then there's some people, obviously, that I just don't know what house they're in. They might be in Sitka, they might be big, I don't know.
But no older people that have
graduated? Not that I can really recall.
Okay. What about at the Corner Club? You run into a bunch of alumni in there?
I'm pretty sure there was some alumni, because I think some people came up for the football game. But I don't remember, like, which ones were there. I think.
But no one harassing the girls or anything like that?
No,
do you remember?
That's what, like, is so crazy. Like, it was such a chill night. Like, it was a very chill night. That's why I was, like, crazy hearing about everything. Like, because, like, we do have nights where, obviously, like, we'll get in fights, but, like, I didn't hear of anything, like, going on. I feel like everyone was just in a good mood that day.
Okay. So, going back to your story, once they get the ride from the silver car that took them away, you walk back.
Yeah.
Which I see you walk back.
Because I thought, I don't remember, I think when I was talking to you, I thought it was later than it was. But it was either closer to or after 2, and I was just like, I think just in my mindset, I was like, I don't want to sit here and wait for my DD to come get me, or like, so I was like, I'm just going to walk. So I just went straight from there, because I thought we were going to go to the other bar, but like, that didn't happen, but that's not a big deal to me. They were drunk, they were going home, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're not going to go to the bar with me? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty chill person, like, that's why I was, like, hanging back in line, like, I'm not the type of person that's just going to, like, crowd over them and, like, get mad about what they're doing. So yeah,
Well, just so you know, I have no concerns about the video at the truck.
No, but that's just a lot of people are highlighting on the video.
Lots of people do.
There's a lot of internet detectives and stuff I've found out.
But yeah, my thought process was like, it's cold out, but I have my coat and stuff. It's not that far of a walk. I'm not gonna sit here and it wasn't that big of a deal to walk home that night. I don't know why. I just didn't want to wait for the DD, or he might have not even been working at that point. I don't know, because they're allowed to stop taking calls at 2.
Okay. And so you go home, and your story is pretty much like you told me the last time, right?
I cashed out. I think I went like right to bed. I was pretty.
Okay. And then we have you get up, watching the football, and then the cell phone starts. When when you do leave town, you know, because we were told you left town the next day, which is
I
not
left
true.
the 14th or 15th.
You left on the 13th,
What did
15th.
We got back on Monday, and you were
You
home.
came home Monday.
So it was Monday.
Yeah, you came home Monday,
drove
not
home.
Sunday.
Yeah, I just, well, like, and the reason I did is just because, like, all my friends were just like, yeah, I'm out of here. Like, it's like, I'm not going to stay up here. Like, everyone is. And, yeah.
I mean, so, but,
And they already said, like, our class, I think, for the most part, they're already, like, rumoring about going, like, online, like, or, like, canceling our classes for that week up until Thanksgiving. So, like, there's really, like,
go back for a week and then dead week.
there was
and
no
then,
reason to, like, stay there at that point, because they weren't, like, saying we had to be there for school, and, like, we were kind of hearing rumors. And also at that point, I didn't really care about school. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't want to stick around for school.
This is a textbook self-preservation narrative. By framing his exit as the logical choice of any sane person, he psychologically distances himself from the crime scene. He dismisses academic consequences entirely, asserting that survival instinct trumps normal responsibility. This neutralizes the suspicious fleeing the scene narrative by rebranding it as a community-wide, sensible exodus.
Going on.
okay. But did you stop by and see before you left town?
Yeah, I took him that backpack.
Okay, and that's a backpack from the beer.
Yeah.
And then I think it said a TV cable or something.
Yeah, I think it was Friday, or I think it was Friday we were chilling. It was one of the college football days. We were watching the college football games, and it was like a HDMI, it goes to the computer, so you can put the computer on the TV.
Okay.
Because we were doing two
games at one time. Okay.
So yeah, I just had his cable in his backpack. I was like, do you want this before we go to? So I think I stopped there on my way out of town.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the text string and everything, or message string. What was while we've been doing this investigation, what was standing with the fraternity? Okay. Any problems? I mean, I'll just be honest with you. I heard the frat was on national probation or something.
Our fraternity?
Yeah.
We've always been. We've always been.
Okay.
On probation.
So since you've been a member, you've been on probation?
On and off. Like, it's very easy
to get on probation. Because I don't know. I was never in a fraternity, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, when I originally joined a fraternity, I thought it would be like Animal House. We have a lot more rules than I thought, and yeah, they harp on us pretty bad. So we get in trouble for very little things, and then I also feel like nationally they just like find any little excuse to like not let us do things. Because like I don't know, that we were in trouble before I even came up to this house. Like when I was a freshman from years before us, they were on probation, so we couldn't do anything my freshman year. And then like we'd get off probation, and then like one little thing would happen, and they'd be like, "Okay, you guys are back on."
And what does probation mean? I mean, I just got to, and this is my curiosity. So
I mean, I don't even really know what it is. Like supposedly, like I think less events. Like we're not allowed. Like we barely have parties at our house. Like we never. Like we throw like one party a year sometimes because we can never are allowed to like actually throw parties. So it's usually just like, yeah, you can't have, the house might be dry, like no alcohol in the house. But
even for upper age guys?
It's like, it's kind of hairy. Like, it's hard to tell a 21, 22-year-old you can't drink in your house. But like,
right.
It's mostly for, you're not supposed to get the younger people pretty much. Like you're not supposed to be doing active stuff with them maybe.
Okay. And then what's your standing in the house? Okay. So if you're a member, do you have, I mean, is it like my golf dues where I got to pay my dues and?
Yeah. Well, it's just for me, like Mondays, because Mondays we'll have chapter, which is where we just all meet, talk about what's going on in the week, like tell them their name.
So it's not like Animal House down in the basement, and it's more formal?
Well, it's not. It's pretty casual, but like we'll just like if we have important stuff coming up, we'll talk about what's coming up. Like if we have events coming up, we'll talk about it. We'll plan stuff a little bit. If someone did do something stupid, we'll discuss it and be like, why'd you do this? Like stuff like that.
Okay. So who are the officers of the frat?
Yeah, so we have like and then you have Sergeant at Arms, which is just kind of like make sure everyone's not, kind of keeps the meetings in order, and then he's in charge of punishments. So if someone does do something really stupid, we have H board, which will like be like fines or some sort of cleaning, or we have different punishments if someone does something really stupid. Like we don't let everything slide. There's consequences for people's actions in our house. So that's Sergeant at Arms, secretary. So he just takes notes in all of our meetings. In those chapter meetings, it's pretty brief notes, but just so if you aren't there, we just keep track of what we talk about, and if you aren't there, you can know what we talked about. And then we have like academic chair, which is just in charge of making sure everyone's, especially the freshmen, making sure they're on top of their academics so they can't like party and stuff. Got like the rush chairs, which are pretty much just in charge of the incoming freshmen recruiting over the summer. Those are like the main three. Oh, and then treasurer, who's in charge of all the finances of the house, collecting the dues and what we do with all our money, keeping like Excel spreadsheets. But like the main people are treasurer, VP, and president. They're kind of the main.
So I'm going to imagine the treasurer is probably the most reliable individual. Because, I mean, what kind of money are we talking?
It's a lot of money. Like,
and then does that get shipped up to the national chapter, or where's all that money maintained?
I'm not too entirely sure, because I've never been the treasurer, and I don't think they trust me with all that money. But I don't know. I'm sure. I think there's just some event count. I know is kind of in charge of it, but then we have like alumni who are kind of overseeing everything. And I know we have like an accountant alumni who kind of oversees our finances.
So there's like a CPA, a real CPA.
Yeah, they deal with everything, but then they have to like submit it, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never really dealt with the treasurer side of things, but yeah, it's definitely we take VP and president are very serious, but like treasurer is one of our most important positions, obviously, because if you have a terrible treasurer and our finances go out to the roof. And that's always just been a house that, as long as I can remember, our out-of-house have, like, upperclassmen have lived at, if they're not living at the house.
Now the national chapter wouldn't have any control over that house, right? So it's fair game down there?
Yeah, it's just been out-of-house.
Okay.
And even like sometimes there's been times where there's like not like a certain room necessarily it's not always a fully house. Sometimes there's like they've had like a football kid live there, and professor.
That would be fun.
Yeah, professor lived upstairs.
Since you bring up professor, I learned something kind of recently new. And this I would imagine, would be rumor to you, but have you heard of any of the girls at the city having a romantic relationship with a professor?
I did hear something about that. That's weird as hell. I don't think there's any factualness to that. I think that's just total crap. That sounds so weird to me.
Do you know did Kaylee do other jobs? I mean, did she ever, besides be a student?
I don't know anything about Kaylee.
Oh, okay.
I've seen her around, like, I didn't even know like I was hanging out with Maddie for the most part, and Maddie was with Kaylee. I didn't know Kaylee was Kaylee until afterwards, and people were like, yeah, I didn't know Kaylee was like the person with us.
Oh, I mean, even at the night at the corner club?
At the bar and at the Grove Drug, like, I didn't really talk. I was talking to Maddie for the most part, and we probably talked, but like, all the time. Yeah. So like, I don't know. I was just hanging out with them. I don't hang out with Kaylee that much. I like that.
Pretty normal.
Maddie's just a really nice person. I've always thought she was a nice person. When I was dating my girlfriend, and she'd come over for like events and stuff, she was always nice to my girlfriend. So I just thought of her as a friend. And when she was like, "You want to go to this other bar?" It sounded fun. And it's not like I don't hang out with her that much. Like in that situation, like I don't necessarily go to different bars with her a lot. Like that was a pretty random thing. But it just sounded fun, because we always do this.
Yeah, because you didn't plan on meeting her there or anything. That's just in the bar drinking and there you are.
We just like talking about stuff. And she's like, "You want to go?" I forget what. She wanted something to eat from John's Alley. I don't remember what it was, but they were talking about it, and she was like, "Do you want to go?" I was like, "Sure."
Did since you've gotten back back down here to who mainly do you hang out with down here? Have you seen Clutch?
Every once in a while. He's been kind of really just hanging out at home for the most part. Just playing like Xbox and stuff. I think he's been playing just low, I guess. He's gone out to the bars with me a couple times.
But I mean, also, I heard this morning that your parents had taken you to Africa, and you're on some hideout in Africa.
We're on our hunting lodge.
I was saying, I wish
I knew where it was, because I would go.
So, you can see how reliable the internet is.
But like, it's crazy that like, I don't know, that like you'd even like go to there. Like, why would you? It's just crazy that someone would like call and do that. It just seems like a really weird thing to do. It's like you're bored, gonna call the police as someone's mom.
Well, that is we see it quite often with the anonymous tip lines. Not only do we get the psychics, but you get that kind of stuff also. But I mean, we're obligated to check everything out.
Yeah, I don't know.
What their motive is.
But I don't know. He's also pretty quiet. Like, I feel like he's kind of like a tough, hard-shelled dude. Like, he might talk about things, but if stuff is going on, he might not necessarily talk about it.
Okay. Anybody else that you hung out with down here? And I don't mean just hang out, but anybody else? Have you guys? Is there a group of you that have discussed theories or whatever, or what happened up there that night or day?
Really,
day night?
everyone just always asks me if like I know anything, and I'm like, dude, this is hella confusing. Like, I don't know. Like, it's annoying because everyone like thinks I don't know anything.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I try. No one really has any theories. It's just like, I don't know. It's like just mind blowing. Like this happened. And like, I feel like, because I always thought like the student body would be able to figure this out before you guys. No offense, just because like we know our community, and it's just weird that
we would have thought. I mean, quite frankly, we would have figured that you guys would know more than us because you guys live there and party together.
That's why it's like crazy to us as a community. I think that's why so many people are scared. Because I think we would. I thought like within a week we would be able to like be like this person. Oh no, I feel like everyone's just clueless, and I don't know, it just seems weird. It seems like someone just popped in and vanished.
Well, one reason I was asking you about if there were any strangers, I mean, you know, one of the problems we're facing is you had an out-of-town game, home game for WSU, and you had a U of I game going on the same day, and there's a ton of strange people in that valley during that time.
Yeah. I mean, at the bars, I can't recall, like, anyone being weird. I mean, and if someone was, like, people get too drunk and get kicked out, and, like, it's like, oh, see ya, dude, like, that happens, but, like, other than maybe someone being too drunk, like, I don't think I can recall any, like, outsider, anyone being, like, acting strange. It just seemed really normal, you know. I keep saying that, but, like, it seemed like a totally normal night.
So, what do you think is going to happen to that college if we haven't caught this person by the start of the semester, the spring semester?
I have no clue, because I might not be going up there. I don't know. I think people just need to be safe. I think.
By asserting the victims were careless, he simultaneously creates a protective bubble for himself and subtly frames the killer as an opportunistic, random outsider. This reinforces his earlier insistence that nothing seemed out of the ordinary, allowing him to maintain a psychological narrative where his world remains predictable and controllable, despite the chaos surrounding him.
This happened, of course, but people are very comfortable in Moscow, and maybe they shouldn't be. Maybe people need to be smarter about locking their doors. Way too many people don't. Like those scenarios where you have like 4 or 5 people who live in a house, they don't have keys, they all just like leave it unlocked and go back and forth. Like a change for sure. I don't know. I'd be surprised if this person was like trying to come back. I feel like that'd be a weird thing, but maybe. I feel like it's not that big of a deal. Not big a deal, but if you aren't really involved in this, like I feel like you can go to school. I don't know about other people, but I don't feel in danger up there, me personally, because like I protect myself and stuff, and I lock my doors. But I don't know. It's definitely a wake-up call for a lot of people, I think. So if they lock their doors, this shit might have not happened, it seems. So I assume their doors weren't locked.
I didn't work the crime scene. I either did, so I can't tell you on that.
I would assume they don't lock their doors because it's a come-and-go house, it seems like. They have a lot of people over, it seems.
Do you know, do they have frequent parties there? Is it a frequent party house?
I mean, all those houses on King Street are party houses. Like, if
yeah, my son lived right behind us, so I know.
People who move to like that street are usually sorority, fraternity, and they party. And also, like a lot of for different reasons, like with the school and stuff. Like, if a fraternity can't have parties, then King Street or someone's gonna have a party. So there's a lot of days where someone's not allowed to have a party, so they're gonna, like Thursday through Saturday, if there's not a fraternity thing, there's probably something on King Street. Like people, like even before they lived there, like the people who lived there before them would have parties. So if you move there, you're probably gonna have parties. Like, and that's like any house on King Street. People like to party.
You have anything?
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not more help.
No, I mean, you can only tell us what you know, man.
Yeah. Do you know what the most recent trouble was that got you put back on the Nationals' radar? That got you either suspension extended or put back on suspension?
I don't know. It's probably. I feel like it was like hate. Oh yeah, I think one of the parents saw a video. This is why we get in trouble now. Everyone videos everything. But like we don't even get in trouble for like the bad stuff that happens. Like we get in trouble for like the freshman got hazed, even though there was freshman on freshman. One of the freshmen threw one of the other freshmen's bed out of the bunk room, like it's the 3rd floor, we have a fire escape. Out of the fire escape is like down to the basketball court. One of the freshmen threw their buddy's bed out. There's a video of it, and the parents like thought it was hazing. So I'm pretty sure we got in trouble for hazing them by portraiting and stuff.
What about some trouble at a sorority formal?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think our house is on probation for that. I think we have a couple members who were there because it wasn't our formal. So I don't think our whole house doesn't get in trouble for that.
Okay.
But I think just a couple, like 2 or 3 of members had to deal with the school.
Yeah. Do you know who that was?
Yeah, it was one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one of them. I think he was just backing up. We're just like, I don't know. He was beefing with that kid, I heard, and it was just backing him up. So that's just like how we are.
Did you hear the story about what happened in there, or just that?
I think it's literally just we'll kind of back up, just me saying like drunk kid. I think it was just something about, I think was calling this kid like or something, like you look like, and this kid got all mad about it.
Okay.
And that's like the stuff people will fight over and stuff. Like he called me over fighting, at a formal.
Nobody was kicking holes in walls or
I think
punching
some
walls.
of our freshmen actually were throwing coat hangers. Yeah, I think our freshmen were idiots actually. I think we had a couple freshmen who got in pretty big trouble actually. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I think we're just backing up.
Yeah, thing was just beefing with a kid for talking crap because that was is a sorority formal, so they had guys from different houses, and sometimes people butt heads from different houses.
That was an off-campus event, right?
Yeah, I think it was somewhere by like the Moscow Fairgrounds.
Okay.
I don't know, I don't know, I don't remember where they went.
Okay.
But yeah, those freshmen are, but the other stuff was just like
And you were not.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, the thing was stupid, but like it was just kind of beefing with the like kids stupid. Those kids were like just drunk, like causing damages. Actually, those kids are idiots.
Yeah. Get them kicked out.
I don't think so.
And I don't know if it's illegal. I don't know what the thing is, but is he cleared DNA wise? Was there ever? That's what everybody's like.
If he wasn't, they wouldn't. I'm going to ask one more thing, but it's just something to say he's fully cooperated, because you've never been fingerprinted in your life, have you? You don't have any in the system.
I don't think so.
So that would be the only thing. He's fully cooperated.
If you want my fingerprints, you can have them.
Okay, I can't do it.
Prints too.
I'll call a lady, but if there had been a hit on his DNA, this conversation would be way different. If you'll give us your prints, let me go call the lady that knows how to do it. I haven't printed anybody in probably 25 years, so you don't want me doing it. And I'll get her over here. Okay? All right, thanks.
Here, across the street. Where is it?
I think that she would run over if yes. But I got to go make a call real quick.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Do we just stay in here?
Yeah, you can wait in here, wait out here. I'll just run and get this arranged.
Okay.
Thank you. Pretty crazy. You okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
easier out here or in there?
You know, it might be easier out here with the clothes. Yeah.
These are the ladies that know how to do that stuff.
Jack Showalter was never charged in connection with the murders of the 4 University of Idaho students. Police cleared him of any involvement early in the investigation. In November 2024, he was arrested in Ada County, Idaho, on an unrelated charge of disturbing the peace. The actual killer, Bryan Kohberger, pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 4 consecutive life sentences.
Please comment, like, and share this video. Subscribe on this channel to stay with our community.